Warning: the following content may not be suited for younger or sensitive audiences. Viewer discretion is advised.
Moving on. Who wants to recap?
Do I have damn inspiration? And is my brain working today?
To be fair, not really a lot happened last session. It was kind of a shopping session.
Sure, I'll do it. Why not? I will try my good old go.
Kirsten,
Do I have
Okay.
to go for it?
I mean, you said you wanted to, so go for it.
Alright.
if you really want to go, yeah, go.
I was just checking. So, yeah,
Get on
shopping
with it.
section. Astral looks like shit, which is fair enough. Also, my computer's not charging. What the hell? And I might have to do... Okay, now recharge it. Sorry. Astral looks like shit. Apparently, he smoked a lot. Honestly, I'm not surprised knowing Silver.
What are you
Moving
trying
on.
to fucking say, Cameron?
Moving on, before that dwells any further, I'm talking about your characters, not you.
Mm-hmm.
Let's
What?
see.
Say that again?
Say that again, boy.
Say that again, boy.
Eventually, Silver, your threats are not gonna threaten me. But until then, I'm moving on. That. Astro got a little thing that can forward or rewind time within 12 hours. Apparently, there's like a potion's called like... What were the things called? Draken, right? Draken?
I completely forgot what. Like, yeah, I completely.
D-R-A-C-K-O-N.
Yeah, I forgot
Ignore
what the
the
name of
C.
the actual
I didn't
potion was, but
It was
Yeah.
just... I believe you got the Lidilian.
yeah, I got the
Draken.
multicolored one.
He got the most expensive one.
Anywho, funky snake draconic things, I guess, from what I understand. Anywho, there's that. Or I can't remember. Or did Oric get anything?
Oric got the Book of Exalted Deeds, and Zenith got a new sword.
Fucking bleach nerds.
Max, permission to kill Cameron?
Nihilus upgraded his
No.
giant strength. Apparently, the Drifter was feeling kind and made it 30. Along with the stuff that I infused it with. There's that. Idris and Zil had a talk. It's practically like an owner scolding their dog. I'm not wrong.
No, that's pretty accurate, let's be honest.
Yeah, I mean, Idris kind of was acting like a terrified puppy for pretty much that entire interaction. So,
Listen, I would be terrified of Zil, okay? Listen. Like,
I would be more terrified of Zil Slayer.
Because like that entire interaction had the energy of like, what did you do? What did you? While pointing at what the dog did, and then the dog just sits there like, oh, I didn't do it, but like they did it, you know.
or the equivalent like, hey, what's in your mouth? Hey, what's in your mouth? Hey, get no.
And then proceeding to chase after them.
There's that. Kenor finally took a shower, and since a long time.
He's the only one who hasn't showered.
Yes, because he's sad and forgets about hygiene easily. It's a problem.
He started singing Evanescence in the shower.
Kenor doesn't like singing.
I'm singing in the rain.
What else? I know this is more, but my brain's blinking the more I'm talking. Oh yeah, Oric I think Orc told us what he saw in the mirror, or Orc saw something in the mirror.
He
Right.
told Astral.
He told Astral.
Oh yeah, and we saw what the other half of Zaus looked like as a kid. It's a drow, slightly more bluish skin, but you know, he looks like shit. And we also saw what's happening to Aelith, and her wife is just vibing there, waiting. That's gonna
Watching.
become something later. That's really it. Oh yeah, also Orc like tried to come for Astral too. There's that too.
Cool. Cameron, you may take that DM inspiration. If you don't have a DM inspiration, please give it to someone else of your
It's
choosing.
mine.
Take it with your grabby little gremlin hands.
You're one to talk.
Of course, she's a gremlin. You know.
Tall gremlin.
Actually, now that I think about it, the people that have played a gremlin, actually, how many people in this group have played a gremlin so far?
I don't know.
Let's see, there's you, me, I think Levi, I think.
No, I have not played a full gremlin.
Does
Okay,
Luca
so
count as a gremlin?
What?
Does Luca count as a gremlin?
Kind
No.
of.
Yes.
He's too
Kind of.
tall for it, but
Okay, it's
he's
more of...
honorary gremlin.
Okay, no, hear me out. He's a shit poster.
Yeah. He's too
Oh,
tall for
yeah.
gremlin, so he's shit poster.
He's too well-mannered for it. So, and he's not chaotic enough.
Listen, I'm sure if we get him drunk enough. Anyway,
Okay,
moving
then,
on.
Yeah, moving on.
Moving on. So, I mean, it's probably about midday. You guys are just kind of stopped outside this Passover town because you haven't moved yet.
That just so happens to be named Crossover.
Just happens to be named Crossover. So. Sorry, I had a moment.
Do you want me to stall?
So, Auric.
Oh God. Okay.
You had things you wanted to do.
I would ask everyone else first.
Okay. Would anyone like to do anything? Like I said, it's midday, probably about lunchtime. Alawa is making lunch. Even though, you guys can go up to the place and get whatever you want, she is making lunch.
We let her do it just so she feels better doing it. Actually, no, I'm just going to get something for Dreknoff to eat because I'm pretty sure he either hasn't eaten or he wants food regardless whether he's full or not.
So, you set him in front of the plate.
Oh, God.
And on this plate appears to be some kind of berry, maybe? It's about as big as his head.
Oh, God.
And is almost a dark purple in color that's a little bit speckled.
Can I roll a nature check on this?
With disadvantage.
Of course. Fair enough, though. Where's my nature? Oh, it's a +0, of course. I forgot about that. Anyways. $15. Oh, wait, no, I did not roll a disadvantage. My bad. Hang on 1 second. 7.
Yeah, you don't fucking know what these are.
That's a neat berry.
And you see Dricknoff just kind of unhinge his jaw and eat it. And it doesn't do the classic, you know how when people eat something that's really big, you can you know, especially with how skinny of a neck, you like when a snake eats something, you can see it.
Yeah.
It just disappears. You don't see it in his throat. It's gone.
Hey, Loa.
Yes.
Is there a library here? Or something?
I'm sure if you wander far enough.
Okay, come here, little shit. And he's just gonna pick up Dragon off and he's just gonna go to the library to find a book about his species. Yeah, you already... Do you want more?
He already has like 6 more in his little grabby, greedy hands, and they're tucked in, there's also some tucked in his wings.
Fuck, man. Okay, so just make sure you don't cause a mess. But we're gonna attempt to find the library, I guess. And he just, like, picks them up and leaves.
And like while you're walking, he's shoving them in his mouth, and the same thing is happening.
You're an odd little creature.
It's almost kind of horrifying because like some of the juice is like dripping down his maw, and like it looks almost blood-like, except you know it's fruit juice, basically. It's the juices of the fruit.
Anyways, we can either, like, stop it here or we can keep going. I really don't mind.
Yes, you find a library.
Okay. And I'm just gonna spend time trying to find a book about his species because I feel like I should probably know more about it so I don't get, like, a heart attack in the morning when it's normal or something. I don't know.
Roll a investigation check.
That's probably a +0. No, it's a +4, ironically. 23.
You find a book rather quickly. You find this massive book on dragons and drakes and wyverns. And you find the fiendish terror under. Surprisingly, despite it being a drake, you do find it under dragons because of its close relationship to fairy dragons.
Yep.
But you are able to find out and read that fiendish terrors consume food magically, especially if it's bigger than their body, or just a part of their body. So the second it gets in their mouth, like they just basically use this innate magic ability to consume it.
Question, because here's the intrusive thought. Don't they live in the Feywild?
Yes.
Here's the intrusive thought. Is there anything missing about them eating fairies?
There are a few instances where some very, very hungry fiendish terrors have eaten fairies.
Mm-hmm.
That's a thought and a half you had there, Cameron. Sounded delicious.
Well, listen, I'm pretty sure Bloom had some value, regardless of what it was. But besides that, Niles is gonna spend time in the library, as he also forgot to eat, so he can move on to someone else.
Okay.
In this particular instance, it's nutritional value. But anyway, I'll go next real quick, just to get it out of the way. Astral does come out at some point to get some food, but he goes right back to his room after he gets it. He just
Do you
gets
get what Lawa made, or do you get from the plate?
What did she make?
So she basically made a couple different things. But basically, it's kind of like a food from 3 different regions. So there's one from the there's like a kind of a spicier dish from what you would know from these, like, you know, the spice empire of the world in the doll. And you had there's another like more kind of homey dish That's probably from Dushire or something. And the other dish is like a soup.
Why do I
Okay.
feel like you're making just corresponding to where we came from?
It's not.
Are-
No one's from Nadal.
Are any of these vegetarian dishes? Because he cannot eat meat. Like his body can't handle it.
So all of them are vegetarian dishes.
Okay.
Like
just
it's
sure.
basically like well, except the one from Dushire, that's like kind of like this seems to be this pot pie type thing. But the one from Nadal, it seems to be like a curry with appropriate side dishes that I can pronounce totally.
Astro's just gonna go ahead and take the spicy one. Like
Okay.
he's just
I was gonna
like
say
he's
there's
gonna
a few different options of curry.
Mhm.
There's like this. There's the spicy one. Then there's kind of like a more aromatic one, and a
like one
couple
that's
other
not so
options from
spicy.
Nadal. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess that, yeah, okay. He'll take the one that's not as spicy. Like it's like he doesn't want like he just wants like a good meal, not one that'll burn his taste buds off.
Okay.
He's just gonna go for like the mild spicy one, the vegetarian dish, of course. And he's going to thank Lowell for making the dish, of course. Then he's going to head straight back to his room, and seeing what Lowell did, he kind of felt bad for filling his room full of cigarette smoke the other day. So he's going to like pull a chair up by the window, and pull a table like right beneath the window, and he's gonna sit like kind of like directly beneath the window. While he's eating his food, he's gonna like have a cigarette lit. Not kind of like actually right after he gets done eating, he's gonna have like a cigarette lit, and he's just gonna like start just slowly smoking the cigarette while he's reading his abyssal magic book to kind of like see if he can learn anything new from it that he hasn't learned already.
After
Go ahead.
eating this meal, you kind of feel this feeling of just hominess, relaxation, and like hominess. Like you are just
Okay, I wasn't sure. I thought you said horniness. I'm like, oh
No.
No.
okay.
No.
I was trying
No,
to.
there's
Like my second
Oh my
Okay.
thought was
God.
like horny, but I'm like no,
It's
Matt, no,
like-
Matt, hominess.
Because I was just clearing that up because all I heard was anus. Like that's all I
Fuck.
heard of what you said. So I thought you said horniness. I'm like, okay, I'll roll with it.
No.
But like, okay, so hominess. Move on.
Just-
Continue on.
just kind of like feeling like you're very relaxed and well rested, kind of like I don't know. But you now for the next basically day, you have advantage on all your rolls.
Bro.
Yeah.
No, it's a shame that Nihilus skipped out on breakfast because he.
It's midday. It's lunchtime, not breakfast.
Shit, I forgot, but you know what I mean. I probably
That's
skipped.
pretty dope, though.
Probably skipped breakfast regardless.
Yo, this Nadalian food is fucking sick. But
It's because Lawa made it with love.
She's gonna kill us one day.
Astral's
definitely what Max was
Astral's not used to feeling love, so he's left feeling very confused.
I'm gonna stop.
So,
Not talking about Astral.
yeah, I know, but that's probably gonna happen anyway. But anyway, again, he is just gonna kind of try to read through the book to see, not necessarily to find more magic, although he won't complain if he finds it, but kind of just to understand the concept of this magic, like where it comes from, and like how to use it without
What magic?
hurting yourself. Abyssal magic. It's the
Abyssal.
book. The book.
Yes, abyssal
Oh,
magic.
void magic. Void magic. My
Void
bad.
magic.
You say void, not abyssal. My bad. Kind of got him confused there. But yeah.
Mhm.
But if that's it for Astro, we can go ahead and move on to someone else.
Okay. Does anyone else like?
Don't tempt me.
Would anyone like else? Would anyone else like to do something?
Wah
The
wah
most-
wah
The most
wah wah
honest
wah
is
wah wah.
This is gonna get
Wah, 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 wah.
but that's really it for now.
I also just realized Ayana was in calling out Vexera.
Uh-huh.
I mean, if Eli and Kirsten doesn't want to go, then I'll do my things. But I see Eli typing, so I'm waiting for him to.
Also, I don't remember what I said the third dish was, but I'm making a soba now because I don't remember when I made the third dish.
You said it was a soup.
Okay, that works. It's a soba. I made it soba.
Okay. Idris has something to do after everyone has done their thing. And oh, you got quoted as well. Zill has nothing. Got it.
Okay. So then, Rick.
Oh God, here we go.
Booga. A booga.
Okay, we're gonna start. We're gonna start off with a shebang. I would like to check in on Lume. So I'm using the scrying mirrors. And Orc is he's preparing for this. He's gonna have some of the lunch that Lawa made because he's hungry.
Okay. It doesn't matter which one you take. You get the same benefits.
Yeah, he wouldn't he wouldn't care what he grabbed. He is focused. Kind of like how we get. We found one thing we're gonna hyperfixate on.
Like, no, I'm not gonna put our friend group right now. Continue.
All right, so he is going to go to the mirror, and he is going to ask to see what's going on with Lume.
Bro,
So,
I need to know what happened to her. Yeah.
as you kind of as you ask the scrying mirror the mirror, you see the gem kind of fizzle to life, and you see Lume's garden, and what you see is what looks to be an owl glowing with moonlight, kind of perched over the moon pool.
Oh.
Just
no.
sitting there, vibing. And if you look very carefully, you also see this snake wrapped around, kind of very gently, just wrapped around the owl's neck and kind of sitting on its wings and its haunches. And the snake seems to be basically... It kind of looks like it's burning with the light of the sun, but it's not burning the owl.
Vespira, got it.
Yeah. So that's all you see.
Climax.
And then when I look at Vespira,
The same, you see the same scene.
okay, so they're either... Yeah. Okay. All right. That was faster than I thought it was going to be. I'm going to check in on Karis and Aelith.
So,
See what's going on there.
You see Karis has moved. She's no longer in the temple next to the throne. She is currently on what seems to be this balcony. looking over at the mountain range.
Okay. She doesn't seem to give any response to
She
you know.
just she kind of she is looking there. And she does glance towards like where you would be. But she does not really pay much heed besides that.
Dumb idea number 1. Here we go. Can I pray to Karis?
Yes. And you
Religion?
you barely clasp your hands together and you feel like the connection of a prayer.
Oh dang, okay. Or just says, hello.
Hello.
Is she transforming?
No.
Oh,
This is where her body has sat for a long time.
then where's she?
Still the same way as always.
Or she has no idea. Oh, go ahead.
Like, she kind of like stops and says, the Aelith you know, and that you've seen, and that you've... I don't even really know if I can call it fighting. That is only an aspect. An aspect of anger, betrayal, and hurt. An aspect that is the only thing that is left of Aelith.
Oh.
She remains asleep upon this mountain. While that aspect of her runs rampant.
She needs a good nap, our character.
Or there isn't gonna be a response from Oric, just this feeling of, if she could feel Oric's feelings, this existential feeling of dread, realizing, his mother, the traitor, caused all of this indirectly.
Mm.
Damn, that sucks.
So what did my mom do? If I'm even allowed to know.
And the mirror flickers. And like it's no longer on Karis, and instead you see this what looks to be shit, where is it?
I thought she was going to step
There it
through.
is. What looks to be this a furbolg. And he has like this who left? Not the person I'm talking to. But he seems to be wearing this kind of like nomadic outfit. He has some herbs in his bag. And he has this snow white hair that is also the same on his tail. And you hear Karis's voice say, a long time ago, when things were much more simpler, Thalorus wandered this plane as a mortal. And it kind of like, the form kind of flickers a bit, and you see a younger version of Akora. And this Furbolg, what you now know as Thalorus, speaking and kind of interacting, and stuff.
Sorry.
You're fine. And Karis speaks up again, and she says, when your mother met Thalorus, she saw an opportunity. She did not pursue Thalaris out of love or the dearness of her heart. She was the youngest princess of... I gotta check my map.
Check your map.
She says, she was the youngest princess of the kingdom of Dushire.
Oh, that makes so much fucking sense out of character. Anyway,
She had nothing more to her than being a baron or a duchess. But if a god had fallen for her, the god of life, the world bearer himself, fell for her, she could have so much more. And it kind of like, it flickers a bit, and you see... Sorry, everything started falling. You see what looks to be this elven man with horns that kind of sit on his head. And you see an older version of your mother, Ikora, across from him in a white dress, while he is wearing a suit, a white suit. And both of them have like kind of gold trims on their clothing. And I'd also like to say that you can tell that this man, like, this is a very cosmic being, just because, I mean, even though he's taken a somewhat mortal form, you can still see the galaxies in his skin. Like, his skin is almost transparent, where you can see, like, the galaxies underneath it.
sounds a lot like Nolan, but I know it's one of the one of your peoples. I don't know which one. I don't remember their name.
That's because you have never seen this, actually. You've never seen this god before.
I don't know the name. I know the names. Wait, unless it's that. Who was that time god? That's name I can't remember. Okay, I'm panicking. Anyway,
I don't know if I want to send this here, actually. You know what? Because other people can walk into this room and see this, I will send it in an NPC.
Yep, it is him.
And
Anyway,
you kind of see, like, you see the look on his face, and it is absolutely, it is in total enamorment of love and adoration, and his complete, just... You can tell how much he loved Ikora. And Ikora, her face says it, but you know, just from the way that she would look at you, that, and like the way that she would look at other people, that love did not meet her eyes. The love that was on her face did not meet her eyes. And you hear Kara speak up once again, and she says, as the scrying mirror flickers to what looks to be the God's Council world, with what seems to be Thalaris on trial, and she says, after she got her seat and her place, she disposed of him, sending him away after seeding deep-seated fears and paranoias in the hearts of the other gods.
Bitch.
Oh,
again, Oric is just kind of like he's
did
taking
Ayana
this
die
in.
for anyone else?
No, she's still
I
living.
didn't really even hear her. So
Eli, no, you're not allowed to say that. Because he isn't just kinda, he is.
Sorry, I completely missed what you said because I died.
Oric, I don't know who just died. I think, did the DM just die? The team did just die.
Did we win,
Well,
guys? Yeah. Oh,
we
no.
won.
I'm alive. I don't know what you said. I died again.
Oh, Auric is just kind of like he's taking a couple of breaths and taking this all in. Preventing himself from trying to be emotional.
Mm-hmm.
And he would just make like a small audible like deep breath, and he would say, "So she imprisoned an innocent man."
In the world known as Sathadan, the other side of the breach.
And he opened it because he was trying to get back.
Yep. And in reality, the first initial point of the breach opening actually wasn't even opened by Thalaris. It was opened by the other gods so they can shove him through. They just never bothered closing it.
So, you guys, the Forgotten Gods, are the people who fought for Thalaris, then?
We fought for Thalaris, we fought for Aelith. We fought for many people.
That is a lot to take in.
Truly makes you wonder whose side is the best one to side with.
I don't know if I want to do this, but can I have Nihilus just walk in or something, or no?
Sure. Yeah. This is a public area.
It's a public area.
So, and obviously he can't hear Karis, right?
He cannot hear cars.
All right, so Nihilus walks in with, I'm just gonna say with a drink or whatever, with Jerknoth on his head, and he's like, "Auric, what are you looking at?"
Oh, give me a moment, Karis. I'll be right back.
What? Wait,
and you kind of Nihilus, you see like the image flicker away from what you can only assume like this picture of the Gods Council world that you remember from your memories
yeah.
with Akora and like basically on this kind of like on what the throne that would have belonged to Thalaris, pointing down at this god that you don't recognize.
All right, so that. Sorry, I kind of spaced out. So it's still on that, or did it flicker to something else?
It after you walk in, it flickers to back to Karis, who is just
Which Nihilus
leaning against the railing and watching the mountains.
Which Nihilus has at least seen, well, not directly, but
Yeah.
So Nihilus does a spit take. Like, what are you doing?
I'm hearing both sides of the argument.
Of what argument?
Aelith is the original Earth Mother,
Mm-hmm.
and my mother is a traitor.
Oh.
She imprisoned Thalaris under false pretenses, which led to the breach opening for the first and second time, and now the third time.
Oh. I don't know how to take this. Are you good?
Roll insight.
You know what, Levi? I will roll insight. What's my insight? Plus
I
7.
will roll. And for the first time, Auric will roll deception. Yay! Well,
Fuck.
would it be deception if he's just not stating that he
Wait,
is
Max.
not?
You said for those who ate the lunch that Loa made, we have advantage, right?
You didn't eat the lunch.
Fair enough. I was just checking because I can't
But
remember
yes.
if I did.
Oh my god. I meet it, so I beat it.
Actually, fair enough. Fair enough. I'm not gonna try to argue with this.
I-
Fair enough. Math. What does the DM say?
Because it is a deception roll against an insight and not a saving throw or grapple check of some sort,
Ooh.
because it's like actually talking and not fighting, I am going to have you roll flat d20s.
Okay.
Let's
You know,
go!
I'm cool with that.
Contesting
I'm also
d20s.
cool with that.
Am I still able to roll at advantage or no?
No.
Oh, well, let's be honest. Cameron just gets it unless I roll it. Yeah, Cameron gets it. You know what? No, screw you, Cameron.
I'm
Lucky.
a gambling man.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
I'm luckying you.
Oh shit.
Oh shit! Reroll, Cameron.
Re-roll. At least I made you waste 2 high rolls. Okay, so you can't. He's not necessarily lying, but you can tell that Auric is probably not doing too hot. But he's
Can-
like you can tell he's like trying to buckle down his emotions.
No, I was gonna say, if you want to talk about it later, we can. All right. You don't
Talk
have
about what? I'm perfectly fine.
listen. Hang on. Let me look again. 1 second. 1 second. Let me look at something. Listen, you can't. You can't keep it all in. Take my word on this. It's gonna hurt more later. To the point where you can't take it.
I'll be fine. I'm perfectly fine. There's nothing
You're
wrong.
not gonna be fine because I know I'm not fine because I do the exact same thing. But we will talk about this later, whether you want to or not.
You'll have to find me in
Also,
the
can
forest.
she hear me? Because I don't know if she can hear me, and I don't know how I feel about it.
You don't know.
Do
Because
I
she
know
does
if
not.
she can hear me?
No, you do not
Okay.
know. Because she does not seem to
Okay.
have a reaction to this conversation.
Because I don't really know what she thinks of me, because I've been trying to avoid all of, and he just references the mirror, all of that for now, until I get a better understanding. I'm afraid is what I'm saying.
Okay.
Can't really blame me.
I mean I don't. But I am in the middle of a call.
I'm just gonna, and he's just gonna slide over to the table where the food that Loa made, and he's just gonna take a plate. It's like, after that, I would like to talk to you. And he just slowly backs out.
What do you
from
take?
with the plate.
What do you take?
What's there? I can't-
Bless me. You have the 2 different types of curry. What seems to be a chicken pot pie and a beef pot pie.
I'll take the chicken pot pie. Sure, why
Didn't
not?
even get to the soba. Okay.
I'm taking what I know as a person. I don't even know what the fuck
Fair.
a soba is.
Soba is a cold noodle dish, typically.
Oh. Yeah, I'm taking chicken pot pie. Old, reliable.
It's fucking delicious.
And Niles just gonna bring it to his room while jerking off is still in his head.
Okay. You get the same effects.
Okay.
Oric, please.
So he goes back to the mirror and begins praying again, and he says, "Sorry about that. Nihilus interrupted me."
I am aware.
Oh, yeah. There isn't a mute button on this, so makes sense.
Well, you
Anyway.
also kind of see her move slightly, so she would be revealing a little tiny pocket mirror that was in her hand.
Oh,
Oh shit.
wait, there's There's pocket mirror versions of this?
All you need is a spell.
I'm a druid. I don't have that kind of spell.
Ugh.
Anyway, where were we? I can't
She
remember.
sounded disappointed.
She's stressed. Anyway, you were at the point where you're having a mental breakdown because your mommy's a bitch.
Damn.
You know, my dad tells me I shouldn't curse, but mom was a bitch.
Sorry, I had a moment. I was like, "Who the fuck is your dad?" And then I remembered Zenith.
Zenith.
Anyway,
Or on the occasion nihilist, but that's rare.
but she didn't say anything at that.
Not her problem.
I don't. And like Oric just like panic, slightly, and then he like stumbles over his words for a few seconds and says, "I can't see why it's so hard for people not to treat each other correctly."
It is something that lies deep in. Fuck you, Kirsten.
Okay, I thought that was Cora saying "fuck you," and then never mind. I didn't realize that.
What did Kirsten do?
do?
That is a brown auburn hair I just pulled out of a blanket that Kirsten has never fucking touched.
Oh my god!
Oh my god!
Kirsten's
Kirsten.
everywhere. Your hair, it gets everywhere.
Fucking leave.
It's like glitter. Whenever you touch, it's everywhere now. Don't say whoops. Don't say that. Like it's
Anyway, moving on. But she says, it is the vice of many. Something you must move on from. Eventually. But most of us were not good people, so. There is little to say about being better.
And Oric just kind of like, he sighs. Okay. Ooh. That was a lot to take in. Sorry for all the questions, Karis.
It's fine. It was a bit cathartic.
I had another question for you. Do you know who Thebe, Solaris, and Denarium are?
The true gods, the creators.
I'm surprised they aren't really talked about a lot, if they're the creators.
They stepped back.
Damn
The
son.
biggest help that they gave was presenting holders once the Titans started falling.
Thebe.
Thebe is my mother.
Wait,
Oh.
what?
I was forced in this position as punishment, as I had fallen in love with Aelith.
Were you punished because you fell in love with her specifically, or just because you fell in love in general?
Because I fell in love with her specifically, she's a, she's a holder. And Originally, becoming a holder was a punishment. Ikora was the first holder to, or god in your case, to actually become one without having done something heinous. Though her intentions were there.
Well, she ended up doing heinous things, apparently. So. Okay. If I know my word isn't really a lot, but if you need to talk about anything, I'm always open to a conversation.
And you kind of see her kind of like
See her like what?
Kind of like,
sorry, I got distracted. Give me a second.
you're good.
What is the name? Shit.
John Smith? Joe Smith?
I got it. Okay. Listen, I had to find something real quick. And she kind of like, she sits there for a second and like you see her like this kind of a bit of a smile pull like kind of tug on the corner of her lips with a soft chuckle. And she says, "The secrets that I keep, they would bury you. If they had if even one of them had settled on your shoulders." I am old, and I have the secrets to match it. But I will live as I have continued to. But I thank you for your offer.
Offer stands whenever you want, even if it's just to talk about your day.
It baffles me how such a cruel woman like Ikora could have created some of the kindest things. And with that,
Oh.
the scrying mirror goes blank and you feel the connection disconnect.
Oh, have a good day. Oh god, I still have like...
pokes his head in. So, he's been waiting outside the door, just like tucked around the corner. If I'm being honest, he's like, "So, are you done?"
No, I still have like 5 more people to call, but I'm done with Karis if you want to talk to me now.
Yes, we're talking now.
About...
Your feelings.
I'm disregarding those for the next 30 minutes. So...
And Nas pulls up a chair and sits, then I'm gonna wait here then. You're not avoiding this. You can only postpone it for so long.
See, what's funny about that?
If you're gonna get on my ass about my feelings,
I have someone to discuss my feelings with.
And that is... Besides Zenith.
Hi, what's up?
You
like,
are...
Zenith standing right behind you.
You are a lot stealthier than you appear to be.
And you kind of you hear like you see Kane kind of walk past the room and she says it, and she like she kind of peeks in and like holds up her foot, and it's like you know how someone like when they kick up their foot in the back.
Yeah.
She says, "It's because we have toe beans, as you like to call them."
I never called
Before
them
she
that.
puts them down, she puts it down and walks away.
It is because of the toe beans. She's right. And also, I've been standing here for like 10 minutes.
I am blind sometimes. I was just trying to be nice to Orc, I guess.
No, I understand. He should talk to his feelings about to someone else. But I can sense every thought that guy's thinking right now. The second that the 30 minutes is up, he is going to turn into a rat and run. And Oric just like stares at Zenith like he's appalled that he would tell Bylus that.
I will send Dricknoth after you, and you do not want that.
Okay.
He's relentless.
Okay. I still need to call Flicker. Not Flicker. I need to call Release. Need to make the poison. Need to make the other poison. Need to make the smelly thing. Need to.
Who's the Lex again?
The goddess from the
oh yeah, I forgot.
Yeah.
I literally exchanged a look at her, and that's it.
Mirror, Elise, and we'll do that in another session because I'm sure Kirsten does not have the ability to speak at the moment.
Yeah, you guys can use one-on-one.
So that'll take maybe like 10, 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Then some unmutes. Oh well, I tried. Damn.
Yeah, Kirsten will crash.
Oh.
So like after he does that, he's not gonna try doing his brother again. Is there anyone else he wanted to call? Let me look at the list.
Like, after like Nas done talking to Org, I might actually try looking at the mirror too. But that's after that talking, after Levi's done.
Wait. Oric wants to look at Akora.
The mirror, you see it kind of think for a moment, and it buffers, and you only see your reflection.
Okay, I expected as much. Okay.
Who is that for?
What if now Aurelius. Let's try Aurelius now.
Ooh.
Same thing.
Oh.
And I doubt that this will do anything. Powers.
Did you hear him, Max?
I did, I'm thinking.
Sours appears behind us. What do you want?
You... Levi. Actually, you know what?
Yeah?
I don't care.
Wait, I was joking.
Yeah, or Max, if you want to reveal it here, you can.
I am gonna reveal it here. So,
Okay.
what you see is you see this, and Nihilus, I mean, you'd also see this because you're in the room. You see this tall, long tooth shifter with a purplish skin tone and a hat, as well as what seems to be kind of like this halo of wings that partially covers his eyes.
Max.
And he seems to be helping people get out of this disaster with a cat, that, like a Khajiit, a tabaxi that's like running really fast everywhere.
Max, I'm gonna be your fucking axe, you. You.
But you can tell that this is not your plane, as you see some creatures that you don't know what they are.
Oh yeah, the fiery creatures. Ooh,
Mm-hmm.
spooky.
And like as this person is helping people, you kind of see like the ground shakes as you see this like explosion happen in the background that probably took about 2.5 city blocks maybe, or half a city block. I don't remember how much it did.
Raven
But-
is
Yeah,
not
2 city
sorry.
blocks. 2 city blocks.
Raven is not apologizing.
But yeah, that's what you see.
That's gonna be
That-
like, well, all
That's
right.
weird, right? Like,
Yeah, that's weird.
I'm not imagining that.
No, I see it too. I thought it was high for a
That's
minute.
Valerius.
Is it?
That's supposed to be Valerius. That's who I asked for.
I thought he would look different. Actually, Max does Alice at least somewhat know what he looks like.
I mean, you've heard descriptions and you've seen art renditions.
It's like, yeah, he does not look like that from what I've seen and heard.
I don't know if that's weird or cool.
Interesting?
Interesting. Yeah, we'll stick with that.
That's not from here, right?
No, that's definitely not from here. Maybe it could be. Who knows? It could just be a different plane. Could be a different dimension. Could be a different universe.
That's a problem for later, I guess.
I have another dumb idea.
Oh no.
I'd like to see Thebe.
Oh, never mind.
Max, you are
So-
fully able to decline this, by the way. Letting you know.
I'm thinking, because she would not let you look at her because she's paranoid as fuck. She's literally the total incarnation of violence and war and anger.
This I did not know.
But you see the mirror like flicker for a second as almost if it's gonna work, and then you see your reflection.
That's weird.
Okay.
Who is that for?
So the gods aren't gods. They're holders of power that were supposed to replace the Titans, right? Right? So
Yeah.
the god I tried to contact is a true god.
Uh-huh.
A creator.
Uh-huh.
You don't understand a word I'm saying, do you?
I am half getting it. But
So if the gods have bosses, those are their bosses.
oh. Yeah, so what happened? Are they dead or
They took a step back. I don't know what happened with this one. Maybe it was about to work, so maybe they just canceled the trying? I don't know. I'm gonna try with the other two though. Mirror, please, Solaris.
So this one actually goes through, and you see a fair-skinned blonde man who is like the definition of drop-dead gorgeous, and he is in this green kind of deep V-neck dress that has deep slits that go up to his thighs on the sides of it. And he seems to have it's like a couple halos floating around his head.
Oh god, he's a himbo.
And he has like some
he's a golden
flowers.
retriever from what I've been told?
He has some flowers kind of entwined in his dress and in some of the jewelry he's wearing. And he just seems to be vibing in the woods with some animals.
I like this guy.
He seems calm, I don't fucking know. But interesting.
Do I want to try calling him?
I mean, I'm not gonna stop you.
I'm gonna ask the DM. Should I go ahead and try to call him, or should I leave it be?
Stop you.
You're not gonna stop me? Okay. Warwick's gonna clasp his hands together and go for it.
Please roll a d100.
I end up rolling Elith.
I swear Nihilus might faint or something.
Not the 1d20, 1d100. High numbers 48.
Well, why I'm saving my DM inspiration if it's not it, so.
Obviously, Cameron, I don't care.
Actually, no, I'm gonna hold it.
Oh yeah, can Eli put his photo in NPC?
I'm putting a photo in NPC.
Can't wait to see Hot Man. Oh.
I forgot to do your
I have
antlers.
seen him.
He's hot. He's pretty hot.
He's all right.
Literally on fire. Mm-hmm.
Anyway, what did you roll?
48.
You do not get through to anyone actually. Like
Oh, cool.
you go to pray, and you hear you hear static.
I hear your background. Got it.
Yeah.
I will try again, but we're just gonna like mark this down. Like, contact this guy later. He seems really cool. He likes animals. Okay. Now, Levi literally forgetting who this person is. Denarium.
Okay. So
Oh,
this
God.
one also goes through. And you see this kind of, give me a moment, I just lost it. Fuck, where'd he go?
Under D's. I'm sorry, that was a... Eli, bro, we understand you're a simp, but you do not gotta simp that much. With love.
Horny.
Horny.
Sounds like Max on a Sunday evening.
Anyway,
Wait,
I found him. So you kind of see this kind of like darker skinned elf. And he's got shaggy black hair that curls in random places as if it's not been really taken care of properly. And he has this book in his hand as he's kind of like hurrying along in what looks to be somewhere in a troll. You can tell by the steam and the random pipes that are going about and like the kind of whole like bronze goldish glow of the city that he's in. And he just seems to be very hurrying on to someplace.
Recognize the city?
Yeah, I mean, no, but you can tell that it is somewhere in a troll.
And a troll. Okay, I'm assuming that's something for our next campaign. Ooh, spooky. We're just not gonna try and contact him. Because I want to save her time for everyone else to do stuff as well.
No, I was gonna
So-
say, so who's that?
That is the third person, Denarium.
And they're in a city.
Looks like it's an Itrol.
Huh. Honestly, clever, I guess. That's where I would least expect a god to be.
Also, Nihilus, looking at this man is kind of like uncanny valley for you. He looks to be an elf, but he can move his face.
He's weird. He's not really. Honestly, he's not committing to the bit. He can move.
After would Oric understand why after Nyla says that?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, yeah, I
It's-
forgot elves don't have facial structures.
Yeah, it's
Facial
weird.
muscles.
It's
Facial
weird.
muscles, sorry.
It's weird looking at it.
Right, that's enough of that. And Oric's gonna say thank you, Mirror, and he's gonna cut doing the mirror stuff.
Okay.
I used up a lot of mirror time.
Before I have Nihilus possibly going Oric. Eli, do you want to go? Because I don't know how much longer we're gonna take.
Not much longer.
I swear we're gonna have to Tom and Jerry this shit.
Maybe.
Excuse me? I remembered what happening, you know?
And that drag taking a bullet for the servitor.
Unless Astral has anything he wants to do.
Alright. So Nihilus is gonna dead ass just like picks up Oryx like, okay, let's go talk about your feelings.
Wait, hold on. We can just stay here if you put me down.
You're not gonna try run.
No, I won't.
Are you
And
lying?
Yeah.
Okay, roll a deception check.
Oh yeah, I have advantage now, you fuck. I got one higher. Shit. Okay, because I was like, okay. He sits down over.
Is there a nearby planet?
A nearby what?
There is not actually a nearby planet besides
Oh, darn
Lava.
it.
But I don't know if you want her to count.
Dive bombs for her Loa as a last.
Well, good thing I have 2 ideas.
What?
So, apologies. Apologies. And Orc just flat out disappears.
You mother! I try grab.
He's gone.
He's gone.
Misty Step.
Perception roll. I'm smelling for this little man.
Okay, please roll.
Misty Step. Not only Misty Step, plus invisibility.
I have advantage.
Invisibility doesn't really do anything if it's sniffy.
I know. But it's like the Furbolg invisibility, because I can use that, because Furbolg.
$16. God damn it.
Fuck. Yeah.
We didn't
You know,
give
I
Please
would
roll
stealth-
stealth, Levi.
Yeah.
Stealth.
Yeah, because, he's sniffing for you.
He can sniff for me all he wants. He's sniffing for a child.
Don't phrase it like that, please.
Nihilus is not like that, and you know it.
I'm gonna be honest, my brain, did not think about that.
Yeah.
I would say right about this time, Astral does walk back into the room.
I mean, you walk in and you see Nihilus kind of like sniffing around for something, and then
Or
like he
you're not
zones in on a certain place and football tackles it, and you can hear like Orc go. "Ugh."
Oric is in the door.
Oryx,
Yeah,
you're
no,
not doing this
then
shit.
Astral. It almost looks like he's tackling towards you, but he hits something behind you.
Oh, hi, Astral.
Do I want to know what is going on?
Surprise therapy, I guess. I don't know.
And Oric's gone again. But Misty Step again.
Actually, you know what? Hang on. Where's a funny term I can use? Whatever. God damn it. What did you do, Levi?
Misty steps away.
I Misty Stepped again and again.
I am rolling perception again.
I'm rolling stealth again. I hope you roll less than a 16.
Damn, Oric, you have no clue where Oric went.
Jerking off. Do something. Oh no.
For context,
Do
to the
you-
party, Oric is running towards his room.
Do you want any help?
Yes, he's like harboring all of his feelings and letting it build up, so I'm kind of helping him not do that, but he's avoiding it like how I would.
Max, I'm going to cast See Invisibility.
You don't have to look very far. You can see Oric running down to his room down the hallway.
And Astra's like, and like he's going to like tap his staff, and Orc is right beside us again.
Counterspell?
Do you have counterspell?
I do have counterspell.
What level are you
What level are you
casting?
casting at?
3rd.
Roll.
What spell do you cast?
This is not Misty Step.
This
Oh.
is none of your concern. Because
Or doesn't want to talk about his feelings. He just wants to go and make poison.
That's not a healthy way to deal with your feelings, Orc.
He needs to make the poison.
fucking bad.
I use my spell attack modifier, right?
Yeah.
I think it's
yeah.
just your spell bonus.
Your spell
Uh,
modifier.
Yeah, it's your spell modifier. Yeah. So
I
whatever you
Okay.
use to cast your spell, so your wisdom. I assume.
Wisdom, I think.
So 5. Yeah, I'm sure that doesn't beat it.
That does not. Because it's going against his spell save DC, I believe.
Is
No, and his spell save DC is like 23.
no, it's going
The-
so
it-
DC for that is 10 plus the spell level.
Oh,
What level's the spell? Silver?
Well,
it is
yeah, I
a six.
failed on
It is
my
a 6th-level spell.
That fails
Yeah.
anyway.
bonus Misty.
Yeah,
I'm
as-
again.
Is he here or
I am going to counterspell that Misty Step.
I'm gonna
just because
just let
You
Ori
already-
go.
and like
No.
and Astra's like, you know what? No, I'm going to do this instead. And like instead of counterspelling, he is going to teleport in front of Oryx's door.
Nihilus is just running towards?
Misty
And that's
step
just-
into Oric's room.
No, the door's
mean-
closed. Can't do that.
You got to see where you're teleporting with Misty
Yeah,
Step.
the door's closed.
Oh my
and like,
god.
and Astral's just kind of like because he can just see Oric, and Astral's like, Oric, we shared a moment yesterday. I would ask that you do the same.
Or I would, but I'm very busy.
No, you're not.
I'm gonna turn in.
No, you're not.
And
Yes, I am.
Are you about to cast a spell? Are you casting a
No.
spell or a magical ability?
yes.
You find yourself unable to do so.
Oh my god,
Oh.
Lawa's like,
All of you.
And you also find yourself no longer invisible. Silver, you realize that your spell is no longer working.
I'm picking
it's
him
fine. I
up.
didn't
like,
need it to. I didn't need
Uh,
it to, so it's fine.
I'm just picking Oric up.
Because Lawa has casted anti-magic field.
Thank you, Lawa.
The magic makes my head hurt.
And Astro
Sorry.
just says, tell you what, Oric. How about we come in with you and we'll discuss it in there?
No,
Yes.
I'm about to use very volatile substances.
Yes, and we're not doing that. I guess we can have a tea party or whatever, but you're not doing that.
I'm
Yeah,
about
and
to
like
use
as
like
and Astro's just gonna look to Nihilus and just say, Nihilus, I know you mean well, but you need to take it down a notch.
Fair enough. I apologize.
By the way, I just want to say, like, Zenith is just staring at you guys. Like,
You could have helped at any point, Zenith.
no. He wants to go into his room to make the poison for the hand of God.
I'm aware.
I'd like to say that Lawa's just kind of standing next to Zenith, kind of like comparing their heights. Like she has her hand, like from the top of her head, extending it over to Zenith.
It
I'm glad
Astral
I found my colleague.
and like Astral, he just like he pushes open the door and like he kind of like takes a few steps inside and kind of opens it with kind of like with his back and like with his back legs and just like, I would like to know how to make this poison myself, so I would like to observe you making it.
Sure, we can talk and do that then.
Okay, I'm not saying anything though. I'm just going to teach you how to make the poison. The poison for Corsandus. Corsandus poison.
The poison made specifically for Corsandus. Corsandus is poison.
Poison.
But Astro just says you do not have to.
And now it's just gonna slowly set Orc down in his room. Please don't try run again. I didn't like football tackling you. Well, no, actually not football, but tackling. There.
Rugby tackling. Like Ottawan has rugby, but it doesn't have football.
I don't even know.
Um,
I don't even fucking know what rugby is.
Rugby is
Rugby is
literally football with
rugby is
nets.
like soccer, but you pick up the ball with your hands.
It's
That
run with it.
Kind of sounds fun, actually.
It is actually. It's basically a gentleman's football, if I'm being honest.
Yeah.
It's a gentleman's football. It's football with sticks and nets.
Ah.
And Asher's just gonna be like, very well. Let us begin and let us see how to make this.
Then afterwards, I'm gonna talk to you. Am I coming
have
off
you
a bit
guys
hard?
have you guys even been in the room yet? You have.
Say again.
What?
Nothing.
I legitimately didn't hear what you said, so I was
I
asking.
think that was on purpose.
That was on purpose.
Oh,
Because
okay.
Oric is muttering to himself. But you guys haven't been inside Oric's room yet. So I'll go ahead and take a second to describe it. So, like, as you guys walk in, forcefully dragging Oric in, Nihilus himself, you guys are kind of just greeted by a picket fence to your right, and it's got a gate in it, which you could assume leads to Zenith's room. And you can see, like, on the expanses, you can see, like, seagulls flying in the air across the picket line, and you can also smell the smell of salty salt, salty ocean. And to the left is a gigantic, vast forest. See a lot of little critters, a lot of mushrooms, a lot of just what you would normally see in a vast like the depths of a forest. You see just one giant sakura tree in the middle of a clearing, not too far from the door, and it has a tree house in it.
Nihilus, you hear something scuttle very suddenly into a tree next to you, and you hear something barking at you.
What the fuck? And he's just gonna
It's a
look
squirrel.
up.
It's a squirrel.
Do squirrels normally bark?
Yes, they do bark. I found this out the hard way, because of the experience I just described for Nihilus. I was walking in the woods, something scuttled up the tree next to me and started barking at me. I looked the fuck up, and it was a squirrel.
Huh.
Scariest fucking experience of my life.
I can imagine. Honestly, do they normally do that?
Yeah, when they
If I'm right, Max, it's because they either A, feel threatened, or
Because
B,
they feel
like,
threatened.
it's because they feel threatened.
Is that my smell? I could have sworn I took a shower last night.
Or, I mean, there's a variety of things it could be. You still haven't put me down.
I did.
Oh, you did? Then it's
Yeah.
probably because
Cameron mentioned this earlier. Like, I specified to put him down in Oric's room.
I did not hear that. But it's probably because of the whole werewolf thing.
Not my fault.
Is that Mr.? Oh no, that's Mrs. Pinkerton. Mrs. Pinkerton, it's okay.
Mr. Spinkerton
Like,
has
she
like
kind of
a
like
gun.
looks at Oric, and you kind of see her tail flip up and twitch, but she does subside and goes back to another tree.
Don't worry, I brought nuts for you.
The amount of sass that comes off of that squirrel.
Well,
Squirrels
you should see.
are like that.
You should see her. You should see Mr. Pinkerton. And
I don't
Baby
think I want
Pinkerton.
to. Aren't those the squirrels you saved?
Yep. They had a kid.
That's nice. That's nice. How many animals are in here?
About 172.
What the heck? Never mind.
They all got hurt. I need someone to watch them.
That's very nice of you, though.
Okay.
Among the trees, you see something large scuttle.
What the hell is that?
Oh, that's probably Gary.
And what's scary?
A pseudo dragon?
Oh. Nihilus picks up Drakenov off his hands like possibly a friend for you. And then he's just gonna set Drakenov on the floor.
Drakenov speeds off as fast as his little legs can carry him. And you hear some, like, aggressive rustlings in the bush. Like, some very tiny ones and then some very, very large ones.
I can't tell who's chasing who.
And you see what looks to be this large-ish noodle dragon pop up as if something bit its ankles, and it goes back down into the brush.
Have fun, Drakenov.
So glad.
Don't bite too hard. Make
So glad I have
friends.
an animal hospital in here.
Is it okay if I let him in here? Because I
Yeah,
actually
he's
should.
perfectly fine, but if they play too rough, I'll have to do some animal tending. I mean, if you look over there, there's the animal hospital. And then there's the workstation in the very back of the forest. And then, like, the house. And then also the...
Also, weren't we gonna be making the poison?
Yeah, that's, we're going there now. Sorry.
No,
Yeah.
we're good.
Hey, Orc Nihilus.
Yo.
I need a wisdom saving throw.
Oh god.
What kind of effect?
Yeah. Is it frightened, charmed?
Let me check real quick.
Because elves have advantage on those.
Called again. It's a racial ability. Yeah.
Excuse me.
What it was called.
Fey ancestry. Or something like that.
But that's what it
Wait, you said it was a wisdom saving throw. This evolved very fast. I was trying to not do that.
I lied. Wait, hold on.
That's a shocker.
Wait, I freaking not. That's
Person
right,
just
actually.
got DM'd.
So Cameron.
So Levi.
No.
Anyway, I lied. It's a charisma saving throw, so that means it is a charmed effect.
So I have
What's a
advantage.
charisma?
I have. Actually, hang on. Let me check my thing again.
What is my charisma? Wait,
Mine's
who's
plus
going to
1.
Do that. Oh, plus 2.
Oh, no, Levi.
Anyway.
We have advantage on this regardless. Now that I think about it.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah,
I'm
because
sure
of the thing earlier today.
Yeah.
Also, it's probably Astral casting a spell on us.
Silver.
Both of you are now under the effect of Zone of Truth.
I was like, I don't know. I don't like where this is going.
Can we tell that we have to be forced to tell the truth?
I mean, you can. The air kind of tastes a little
Slimy.
rose-petally.
Yeah,
Rose-petally.
Like Eden
yeah,
did
rose petally
last
would be better.
campaign. We can avoid the question, but everything we say must be truthful. But we can avoid the question.
So, but nothing other than that, other than the air tasting a little rose-petally, like you can't tell anything's changed, really.
Why does
I'm
it taste
just-
like rose petals?
I'm just.
Astral's going to speak up and he's going to say, Orik, how are you feeling?
The orc can probably tell that he's being forced to tell the truth. Right.
Yep, you are now aware that the zone of truth is active.
Like, orc would go to open his mouth, and realizing that the Stone of Truth is active, he shuts his mouth.
Smart kid.
I would have laughed if like instead of saying smart kid, Nihilus is like, that's a bad idea, don't do that. But Ash was like, we can stay here as long as we need.
Technically, no. Because
This
of
was
like,
a form of... And then he shuts his mouth.
What did you say? What did you say? You
I was
cut
told that later.
your mic cut out, so I couldn't understand you.
Oh my god, I hate this bathroom. Okay. Mom, is this a form of torture?
What?
Was this a form of torture for Orange?
No.
Okay. Orange is not going to say anything. He is going to continue walking towards the workstation.
And you were going to bonk your head into something invisible.
Oh shit! Orange is going to keep going after bonking his head.
It is Force Cage.
What the fuck?
So you were just kind of walking into a wall.
Now it's like, oh, damn.
And now Astro's just gonna like kind of sit down and just kind of watch him do that.
Nihilus is just gonna pull out a flask of water. He's like, so.
You can do this all
Alright.
day. And Orc is going to sit on the ground.
Or,
I am only doing this to help you.
alright, listen. Take it from me and also Astral. It's not good that you're doing this.
My feelings are irrelevant at the moment.
It's not. Then what about mine, Astral?
Your feelings.
Then,
Well,
Astral, help me here.
is it just your feelings, or is it feelings in general?
Mine are irrelevant. My feelings at the moment, of
Why are
however
they-
I feel, are irrelevant.
Why are they irrelevant?
Because I'm a kid.
No.
You need to separate work from reality. Or, well, personal life from reality. And reality is harsh.
Oric,
No,
no
it's
matter
because
no matter what you do, you are never going to be able to separate those two things, as they live in the same aspect as one another.
Trust
You
me, I
cannot
tried.
separate them, for they are the same thing.
I really tried. And failed constantly. Well, everyone, you know what? I'm gonna stop talking.
A very long time ago, I was like you. I forced myself to stay quiet about things I felt. And eventually it came to a T. And I nearly leveled an entire city.
Oh. That's horrifying.
Emotions are more than they appear at first glance.
I am aware.
And suppressing them would be suppressing who you are.
I don't suppress how I feel. I do have someone I talk about it with.
Yes, but like Zenith said, it would be good to talk about it with someone else.
It is good to get different perspectives on things. Just one perspective throughout your entire life is going to be skewed eventually. Zenith has too much bias to tell you the truth.
What truth? There
You
is
need
no
help,
such
Ulrich.
thing as there is no such thing as truth as far as I have seen things now. It's all lies. Everything that we've been told from the moment we are born to now has been a lie.
No, she's gonna side glance Astral, more of like a oh shit.
You're talking about your mother, aren't you?
Does Astral know she's a traitor yet?
I do not believe Astral does, other than what
Then-
he has heard from
Then I will. Are you
just
talking?
you or other people.
Are you talking about your mother?
She is a part of the problem, yes. But there
Do you
are
think
other things.
do you think it's your fault?
Or stays quiet.
Oric? When?
You can tell he's thinking.
Okay, he's gonna let him.
In the bigger picture of things, no, it's not my fault.
I was just checking that because, yeah,
But you do believe that some part of this is your fault.
it's not.
Everyone's to blame. If we couldn't see past the lies we were being told, and we just full-heartedly believed them, then we all are at fault.
What have you seen while talking to or looking at the gods, Oric?
I'm guessing what he has seen is the truth.
And the truth hurts a lot.
It does not hurt. Sure, it is a pain. Well, wait, I have to tell the truth. It does hurt. But there is more, obviously, that I do not wish to talk about, and this is not really a healthy way to go upon therapy. This is a healing process that needs to go on for more than a day. This was a process I was concocting on myself. I was fine.
Are you?
Again, he stays quiet.
A lot of times, we can convince ourselves that the problems we carry, that only we can carry them. It is not bad to let someone else help carry your problems for a time. In fact. Now, I'm not saying you have to share every minute detail with me.
And you don't?
Did
Share
you know that
some.
50% of squirrels are female?
What? Can you say that again?
Like, now you're just avoiding the question.
Shit, you're right. I'm
Did you know
sorry,
that
Levi.
nuts
I
are
can't-
really delicious
I'm
food to
only,
eat?
Oric.
once again, I am only doing this to help you.
You said, according to what I think this is, I need to tell the truth, but I do not need to answer the question.
You
You
know,
do not.
if this happened to me
I
when I
would
was,
not.
I would definitely not do that.
I would not force that. I would not force that out of you. But at some points in our lives, the people that care about us, sometimes they have to stage what we call an intervention. You were obviously just told some terrible news, something that you thought could never be the case. And you do not look like you're handling it very well.
I'm handling it perfectly fine.
Are you?
This is the appropriate response for a catastrophe situation. As such, I have put aside my feelings, even though how much they burn, and I am trying to go on forward with this emotion. This is how Zenith deals with his problems, well,
And-
how he dealt with them, and this is how I am trying to deal with this situation so that we can get Corsandus saved, so that we can get to Lionstein, so that we can fix Lionstein, and so that we can all
Wait,
live happily ever after we fix the breach.
So, you're handling this how Zenith would?
I'm trying to.
Who says you have to?
Well,
Oric,
Nihilus, I don't know if you can tell,
Oric-
but the world is literally falling apart around us.
Yes, it is. But it's not going to
Oric-
fix itself if we are on the brink of losing our shit.
You are not Zenith. There is a time to suppress your emotions, and there is a time to not suppress your emotions. And this is only rudimentary talk. I am not trying to force any big answers out of you. I just want to know if you're okay.
I'm fine. Life will go on. We will fix the problem. And we will live happily ever after. But for now, we need to focus on what is important. And at this moment, my emotions are not an issue. They are not a problem.
But they will be.
Eventually. Whether
Far from now.
no matter how much you say it, it's gonna blow up. Because I know I'm going to eventually.
You guys forget I'm not a normal kid. I'm a soldier.
And you don't have to be.
I'll tell you what. I know you need to get to work, and all of us need to get to work in our own perspectives. I will let you go right now, if you promise me that on the road to Lystein we will talk again. And on that talk, you will be a little bit more open. I do not know what has happened, but it has obviously affected you in a very major way.
Kind of thought it was a little obvious of what happened, but
I'm assuming it has something to do with Cora.
well, that's not how you say your name, but I do not wish to answer. I plead the fifth. No way.
You know, since I forgot you went to college.
But Dora, can you promise me this? If I let you go now, will you talk to me on the way to Lystein?
After lifetime. After lifetime.
I'm going to hold you to that.
Okay. Now, could I get to work? I'm busy.
You are free to go.
And Orc turns into a rat, and he is scattering towards his workshop.
Also, by the way, I'm gonna leave Jerkinoff in here for a bit. I'm gonna go check something. And the mirrors. I'm gonna assume he's fine with that. And I was just gonna
Again, somewhere in the distance, you see this poor pseudo-dragon hop up again out of the brush like its ankles were bitten and go disappear back into it.
Do I see Jerkinoff and Officer?
And Astral's is gonna to stand up, and he is going to start to walk out of the room. And once he gets to the door, he's gonna pause for a second, look back to Oric for just a second, and then turn and leave.
Oric, when you do...
Oh, Oric, please speak. Please speak. Please speak, because if you... Please speak, because you'll also see this if you turn back around to look at Astral.
Oric will also look at Astral, but you can see Oric, he is picking up a bunch of not drugs, a bunch of ingredients.
I was about to say, wait a minute.
Going on to make the 2 drugs he needs to make before we make it to Lystein.
So
you just fucking see Oric like the card, then he's like it's like a line of coke just on the card.
Both of you see it's just out of the corner of your eyes, you see something move, you see a bush move, and then you see the glowing eyes of Lawa as she just crawls her way from the ground and then appears.
What the fuck?
Oh.
It's kind of like watching the warden emerge in Minecraft.
Oh god, that's horrifying. We're at the same time.
What are you doing in my house?
She looks over at Oric.
I want waffle fries.
And in a poof of plantiness, you have a gift basket that she's trying to hand you.
Thank you. I just sounds like my favorites.
And then she just twirls back into the ground.
Thank you, Lawa. I'm fine though. Oh, thank you.
And before she fully goes into the ground, she kind of reaches a hand up and gives you a thumbs up. And that's the last thing you see as she she fucking.
No, it's like the Terminator thing. Like his thumbs up as you just slowly.
Except she's twirling into the ground.
All right.
And Astral is gonna Astral's gonna close the door once he leaves.
Before I attempt to do this, anyone wants to do anything before I switch to mirrors?
I have another funny interaction if Astral's up for it.
I was gonna see if Zenith was around. Like Astral was gonna
This
see
is
if like
outside of Ward Store.
yeah, that's what I was gonna go for. Like as soon as Astral closed the door, he's gonna like close it and just like look up to Zenith and just be like, he's hurting. I know he is.
I know. He's not. He has talked about it slightly, but does not want to.
What exactly did he find out?
His mother's a traitor. She put Valorous into the dimension known as Soth Adon, of which apparently Valorous was an innocent man. Which kind of appalled me a little bit, but his mother is a traitorous. Sorry, I'm having a hard time speaking. His mother's a bitch, is what happened. That's what he found out. He said it himself.
So Ikora is the reason that all of this happened in the first place.
Yes. Yes, that is exactly what is happening. He knows it isn't his fault.
I wasn't, yes, that particular part of it anyway.
But he is upset that he did not realize anything sooner.
Well, as he said before, he is a child.
But also, as he said, he is a soldier.
Well,
whether he likes it or not.
Well, as you know, soldiers aren't supposed to find things out. They're supposed to follow orders.
Yeah, but he's a smart
soldiers.
And Astro just says, I know I cannot convince him to not blame himself for not seeing the truth sooner. I hope to eventually convince him that there was no way he could have seen it. The parent relationship is the most important one in your life most of the time. And it's fathom that your parent can commit so many atrocities. So, I see why he did not find out. It is not his fault, but convincing him of that is going to be a lot harder than I expected.
That's because he's not going to be convinced. That's from my perspective, at least. He is taking a page from my book and shutting down. Which, as you can tell what it did to me, I don't have emotion as much as I should. I do not express it.
And the relationship you have suffer for it.
It wouldn't be as painful, I think, if he didn't have a part of my soul and I didn't have a part of his.
True. There is a bit of a special circumstance here. But eventually I think he will come around. I have been in his position before. I do not know how many years I beat myself up for not seeing Sombra's betrayal. For years, I convinced myself there was something I could have done to stop him.
All
It didn't turn
at
out
once.
that way.
Oh, I thought you were done speaking. I'm sorry, but I don't know what you speak of.
I'm done speaking now, yes.
I do not know what you speak of. I don't know who Sombra is. But
Sombra is the pony that destroyed my homeworld and forced me to flee to Ottawa.
well, that's kind of ironic.
Exactly. For years, I convinced myself there was something I could have done to stop him. But in the end, it was not up to me to stop him.
More will realize that sometime after maybe
Say-
my time.
You cut out a little bit. What did you say?
I think Orc will realize that sometime after I die, if any time.
Given time, he will. I'm sure he will come to that conclusion. Yes. We need not force it upon him right now.
All he wants is for people to smarten up and be reasonable and rational. If only the world were that way.
The years that you cannot solve everything with reason and rationality. Sometimes a little spice or emotion is needed. But in this case, not so much.
Trying not to laugh at that, by the way, because that is hilarious to say. That the world has spice. I'm putting that in my dad joke book.
Oh my god!
Well, it's certain.
Like, he has like a little book he pulls out.
And as for this as well, it certainly does. I mean, if it didn't, life would be incredibly boring.
In blood, jokes, and he like proceeds to write it. Oh, I can't wait to tell that to the guys.
I know he will be fine, but I see a bit of myself in him when I was younger. He is a very, very bright kid.
Literally, yes.
Smarter than wiser beyond his years. And I'm sure he's noticed it too. He is very naive.
You know, he'll get about him up. And he wants to
Quite a
spread-
bit. I cannot understand you.
Oh my god.
I don't know if
Okay,
that's
you
just
understand
happening
now?
to me. Yes, like, I don't know if that's just me you cutting out, but like to me, it's
No. It's
because my Wi-Fi is
okay.
one
Continue.
bar. Okay, it's because he keeps up that naivety. I think, at least, he wants to make others happy, and seeing him act that way has made a lot of people happy. That's how he acted when he was in prison. He tried to inspire hope in the other children, and even in some of the soldiers. That didn't bode well.
Well, I am. Oh my god, I'm about to repeat something. It's like I am somewhat shocked. Such a terrible person can create something so beautiful and so kind.
That's a quote, isn't it?
It was literally just said by Karis.
And
Oh, yeah.
and Astral just says, He's going to be a great mage when he gets older. Even better than he is now.
It's ironic, because he'll live long past you and I.
Most likely. Yes.
Live to be, what, 5,000? Since he's a druid? I don't know. If it even keeps up the druid thing.
Yes. It seems like he's been drifting away from it recently. In fact,
I
it
think
seems
it
like
has. Oh, go ahead.
and in fact, his magic seems a little more akin to mine these days.
I think he's trying to adapt. All things considered, with druidry essentially being gone because of the Korra dead.
Bitch.
And Astro just says, yes. Well, if he wants lessons on how to recuperate his magic and turn it into something new, I would be more than happy to teach him.
I don't know where he's going to take it. He might help. He may
Neither do
even-
I, but
It would. I don't know if it's possible, but he might start drawing from chaos.
chaos is an interesting force. It has a lot of that spice I mentioned before.
Yeah.
I'm also adding that to my journal. Okay. A lot of spice I mentioned before.
I must leave you now. I must continue my studies and study more into void magic.
Be careful
Once
of that.
again. Yes, I know. Once again, if he does decide to take a different path magically, I would be more than happy to teach him what I know. If he does decide, you know when to find me. And Astral, he just turns around and he walks away towards his room.
Like after you get out of earshot, maybe like barely out of earshot, Zenith will say, "Huh, man, everybody's adopting my kid." And then he's
I'm
gonna like
dying
open the
to
door.
you set it up for that.
And then Oric's gonna, or not Oric, Zenith's gonna open the door and yell, Oric, I have that, dragon powder you wanted.
How the fuck does it? Never mind.
How do you
Zenith,
powder a
see-
dragon?
You, as you kind of walk in, you see this pseudo dragon being chased by this tiny little fiendish terror, Dirknoth. And it's really funny because the pseudo dragons, like I said, the pseudo dragons in my world, they're noodle dragons. So basically wish dragons, wingless noodle dragons. But his ass is outrunning his front, the pseudo dragon.
Yeah.
That's basically what's happening.
Oh. Zenith's like staring at that like, I want to play. Oh, that'll be so fun. Or kick your gosh darn powder. I'm playing with these guys. And Zenith's gonna start running around with them in its clanky armor.
That's horrifying. With the pseudo dragon.
Can you just imagine, like, the pseudo dragon is running from Drickdoff, and then he sees this 8-foot tall giant Leonin.
The thing is, he
running at him
knows.
as well.
Like the thing is,
Oh my
Gary
God.
knows Zenith. He doesn't know this little fucker.
His name is Gary. Oh my god.
Yeah, like that was Gary that Orc was talking about. Like I was like, who the fuck is that? It's like, oh yeah, that's probably Gary.
I didn't know his name was Gary. That's hilarious. But anyway, Astral's just gonna go back to his room, and he is going to look through his void magic book to see if he can find any new spells or anything new in it. And that's all he's gonna do.
Max, am I free to use the mirrors?
Yeah.
Okay.
That took a long time. That was fun.
No, it was. Also, I realized I don't have pictures for.
So Max, like, weren't we done in this crossover town? Like, did we not really have anything else to do?
I mean, no, you guys don't have anything else to do, but like, you also guys haven't just set it out yet. It is still kind of like mid-noonish.
After this, Niles is gonna bring it along, but he's more of wanting to see how his parents are, and possibly a few people.
You know what?
I just thought of something. Oh, that's gonna be funny. That's gonna be funny. Whatever.
Just to get this moving along, Astral's gonna go outside of the car and get it ready to leave. Like go get again. I forgot her name.
Calypso?
Calypso. Wait, I kept wanting to say Vespera, but no, that's a goddess. No, that's a goddess.
Damn. That's
Astra's gonna go get Calypso and just kind of bring her over and get the cart ready to leave this crossover town so we can start heading our way to Lystein.
So as you go over to get Calypso, you see her and another mare, while every other horse in this pin is kind of pinned against the back of the wall. But you see her and another mare just vibing, and Calypso's just kind of like, again, still giving her this weird look, like, why aren't you scared of me?
Does she also look very grumpy that this horse is not scared of her? She's like,
she's not grumpy. She's more of like, I don't get this, but I guess you're fine. Which is also kind of strange because I don't know if you've ever seen two mares interact with each other, but it typically doesn't go well.
Noted.
Yeah, typically they're very
mares are very bitchy.
Yeah, they're hierarchy. Like there's a hierarchy to this shit. So like they're often like I'm prettier than you are. No, I'm prettier, bitch. Like
yeah.
But anyway, Azrael's gonna make his way over and just be like, Calypso, I believe we are ready to set out. If you would like to come with me, we can get the cart hitched up and ready to go.
Like the second you walk over and she sees you, Astral, she like puts her hoofs, like she kind of rears back, puts her hooves on the fence posts, and just hoists herself over.
She's like, get me out of here, get me out of here. And I was just like, who is your friend?
And Astral, you are picked up by the scruff, and Calypso is walking away with you.
Very demeaning. You know I can walk.
And you get a huff in response.
This is what Nihilus
like Astral like
clearly saying not fast enough.
And like Astral like there's almost like some kind of instinctual thing in his brain that knows not to squirm when he's like this, and he kind of just goes limp and just lets her carry him.
Basically what
kind of like a cat or a dog.
Yeah. Basically what everyone sees as Calypso is walking back is they see Calypso, anyone who's outside sees Calypso just walking back with while carrying a very limp Astral by the scruff. He does not seem happy.
You're lucky that Enor's in the kitchen.
Just two horses vibing. But Astra's like, can you please put me down? We are at the cot.
Like, she takes it a step further, and there is a window in the kitchen. Like,
oh, no.
You're not entirely sure how it works, but you know, there's a window in the kitchen. And it's open because it normally is. And Nihilus, all you see is you just see Calypso stick her head through, worm Astral in very carefully so he doesn't get hurt, and just drop him. And then she goes back and hooks herself up.
Nihilus is just gonna stare.
He is.
I didn't see anything. I didn't
Good.
see anything. Never to be mentioned again. And now she's gonna walk through the mirrors.
Asher's gonna be like, wise decision.
Like,
And,
Nihilus wanted to laugh, and then he realized, oh, he's a wizard. Oh, he's a mind wizard. No, fuck that.
It's like he wanted to laugh, but he has flashbacks to when Astral disintegrated all 4 of those guards with one spell. So he's like, you know what?
Would
but
anyone
anyway,
like to like Astral? Do you look out back out the window?
like, is Calypso still there? I thought she went to the car.
No,
car to
she
hook
went back.
herself
She went
up.
to the. She went to the front of the car to hook herself up.
Yeah, Astral kind of look like he kind of has to like put like his like top front hooves on the window and kind of pull himself up because he's pretty short. So he is looking through
Roll
the
a
window
perception
now.
check.
Perception, okay. Hey, the first perception roll of the. Oh, no, I guess that's not the first one. That was Nihilus trying to find the little shit known as Oric. Shit.
Fuck, what was that?
Somebody go.
If I ever hear that in the dark alleyway as it's echoing, I'm just gonna lay on the ground.
Oh my god! Like, can you imagine if you open like a manhole cover? It's like, "Hello, did you hear that from in the sewers?" Oh my god! It's like, if you know who else.
And
I
I'm gonna
think
be like,
it
you know what?
was. Yeah, it was that.
I just like
There it is.
closes.
Took me a second to find the dice chat. There, okay.
Funny as shit.
Advantage on my rolls for the day. 26.
You see the glint of armor. Just for a second. The glint of armor.
What color is it?
Silver.
Glint of armor? Yes.
No, it's silver.
Why do I feel afraid?
Oh, okay. The armor is silver. Does
armor is
it
silver.
look recognizable in any way?
No, because all you see is the glint of it before whoever the wearer, like, basically skulks, like, kind of moves back into the shadows further, so no sunlight can catch them.
Astro, you see something?
And Astra's just like, I think we are being followed.
And what makes you say that?
I saw something. Looked like perhaps a shoulder, but I do not know.
What
It was
color
it was a silver armor. I did not get to see any markings or details of it, so I'm not sure who it belonged to.
No, I know it'd be dumb to ask this about masks.
You don't know.
Fuck. Right when I was about to check
Silver armor is
There's
just
a lot of
little too
silver. There's a
bland.
lot of silver armor in the world. There's a lot of silver armor in the world, so you know.
just
Uh,
Yeah.
But
Nihilus looks at the mirrors.
with
And, oh, go ahead.
I mean, we don't really need to stay in this town, so Astro's gonna like make his way like up to the front, like 'cause he'd make his way up to the front of the cart and just
Now
tell
it's gonna
Calypso,
follow him. Because
like, just to start taking us out of the town because we need to get a move on to Lystein.
Okay.
Right,
I mean, Calypso starts moving.
After that, he's just gonna go back to his room.
now it's gonna look at Calypso as like, can you at least handle this for about 10 minutes? I need to check something. Or do
And
you
you
really
get-
need my help?
She just moves without you.
Oh, she hers. And then she just goes.
She doesn't need you anymore, bitch.
I mean, she practically picked him up when he was in the woods one day, so you know.
I mean, she literally just picked up Astral, so
Now you know
It
how
doesn't
he
surprise me.
feels. Now Astro knows how he feels sometimes.
well, like, well, no, like he actually got picked. Well, you
You more like just got picked up, and she's like, "Hey, wake up!" She literally picked him up by the scruff of his fucking neck, like
I'm
a
aware.
dog or a cat.
She does the same thing to Nihilus.
Hell, you've probably seen her done that once or twice, probably.
Yeah.
Like a motherfucker, because like I don't
And then-
think. But anyway,
then-
Do you remember when, like, she
Continuing.
first, like... Okay, anyway, moving on, because we have time.
Yeah.
What do you want to check?
Nihilus is gonna go check like his parents in the mirror.
So... Basically, you see them just... I mean, they're looking over a map, drinking some type of tea, and talking with, Let me pull it up, because I didn't have to pull it up. And I don't remember his name, I just remember it starts with an R.
Oh, great, Ryokos or something like that. Oh, that means
Rizton.
Uh,
You see them talk to Rizton.
and who's Riston?
Why do I remember this?
Listen, I'm fucking dumb. Is it Kinor's brother?
Okay, Rukas is Kinor's brother. Rizton
Yeah,
is Kinor's best friend.
Oh, okay, okay. So it's been a minute, man, and I don't always look at my notes. Shut up.
Ru-
Rishi.
Yeah, so you see a wood elf that you recognize as Rizton speaking.
How does he look?
He beefed up.
Uh-huh.
He has a couple scars now.
Damn.
He also no longer has the Lume's amulet on him.
Oh shit. Oh, he was the shy one. Oh shit. Oh no, bro.
He actually currently is
Breaker by any chance.
he's wearing Aurelius's.
Now, my Lewis is just gonna look at this and says, well, this is awkward. This is gonna be awkward. Okay.
I mean, you can also kind of tell from the way that he's like pointing and talking about the map and moving pieces. It's not the death aspect of Aurelius. It is the strategy.
Most likely, because I doubt he would have fallen that far. Hopefully. No.
But is that all?
No, I was gonna check the werewolf, but considering everything is kind of in a rush, now he's gonna go at that later. So he's
Do
gonna.
you want to check the werewolf?
Hey guys, should I check the werewolf?
I mean, there's not really much time left in
mean,
the session to do a whole lot more, so why not?
I am willing to go over just a few minutes, just because there's a lot that has to do when we did start late.
Okay.
You know what? Sure. Why the fuck not?
Do it, Cameron.
Sure, I'm going in.
Nihilus. You check the werewolf that you go to check the werewolf that attacked you. And the scrying mirror flickers to life. And you see Mila.
No.
Getting breakfast.
Oh boy, this is gonna be fun. I was just gonna stare. And he's looking around the background.
It seems to be a mess hall of some sorts, like a big mead hall. And like this also checks out for around this time because of the time difference between from where you are and where they are.
So now
They're
it's
they're
okay.
about like 3-4 hours behind you.
Alright. So he's just gonna hold mirror like, no, this thing. What the fuck? And then she's gonna try it again.
It closes.
No.
Flickers back, and again it comes to Mila.
No.
Wait.
This is bullshit. I'm gonna check tomorrow. And then he's just gonna walk away in disbelief and just gonna go to.
Right as you're going to leave, you guys kind of see, like, you kind of hear Lawa over what can only be assumed to be, you know, some type of speaker. Or just kind of like a giant sending message of Lawa asking everyone to, or Lawa saying that Idris wants everyone to meet in the commons. First, so that he can tell them something.
And Nyla's just gonna go to the common area. Then
Oric and Zenith will also go.
So as well.
And I'm assuming, and once like everyone seems to be there, like even Kane is there. Idris seems to be waiting for you.
I have to pull up the thing because I forgot the thing. Sorry. Hello.
Hello.
I also apologize about my background, but I mean, when everybody came in, I mean, you'd see like Idris thinking, Lawa, is it?
Lawa.
How do I pronounce it? Lawa.
Lawa.
Okay. He would be thanking her for the announcement and kind of just like waiting for everyone to show. And once everyone would, he'd kind of clear his throat and he'd go, well, of course, this is as good of time as ever since we're heading towards Limes. Fucking whatever the town's name is, out of character. I can't remember. Leinstein.
Lifestyle?
Last time.
Yes, you just say that because I can't. But he'd go. Lemkova actually visited here, and no one else was around, and I spoke to her. And with the conversation, she said that there was a prophecy that was needing to be told, and fuck, I'm trying to remember out of character what all she said because it's been a couple sessions.
Something about like blood spilling blood or something like that. Like
I
can't
have the
remember
thing
exactly what it
because
was.
yeah, I have it pinned in my messages with Max. But he'd kind of explain that Lemkova showed up pretty much and like they were talking. And he'd get to it and he's like, she told me to with a prophecy to tell everyone because everyone needs to hear it. But as cryptic as it is, she said kin against kin as blood rivers roll. And not much after that. I thought you were gonna go on.
all right then.
That is certainly a strange thing to say out of nowhere.
Zenith. Because I'm assuming you'd be the closest to Kane.
Yeah,
Do you look over to her?
I do look over to her because I think I know what that quote is.
She has, I mean, as pale, I mean, as blood-faced or as blood-drained face as a furry person could get. But she looks absolutely horrified, mortified, terrified. And like her hand kind of like she looks away and her hand kind of like slowly
Lippy.
covers her mouth.
What?
Is that what I think it might be, Kane?
What?
That's the prophecy I got from the Wanderer before I had to kill my own son.
Oh.
What?
What it means is at some point, one of you will have to kill a family member. Someone that is blood, someone that is, or feels like it, just someone who has that connection.
Oh.
Zenith is gonna look to Oric and like, sure, won't be us kids, don't worry.
Max, I swear to fucking God. And like Astro's gonna like look down at the floor, just be like, It is certainly a disturbing prophecy.
Yeah,
Very-
a cruel one.
It sounds like.
Well, I suppose we can only lose for when or if that